You know, this Sunday, Lord willing, I will be off, which I will be anyway. And Lord willing, I will be watching the WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view / special event for the first time ever on WWE Network. And that works out fine for me, especially with the fact that I don't get my other checks, my social checks, until a few days after. But let's take a look at Extreme Rules, shall we? Now, Extreme Rules has several matches already built into it, and that is good. That is good. It's got several matches built into it. Like I said, that is a good thing for WWE. But you've got maybe one or two pre-show matches, hopefully one that's been put, or actually you have one pre-show match, and it has nothing to, and for once it has nothing to do, thank God it has nothing to do, for once, with a championship. Thank God for that. But it has something to do with a feud that I guess WWE finds entertaining, and it's Hornswoggle, who I guess is now a heel, and El Torito of Los Matadores in a WLC match. A WLC match. So what is a WLC match? Well, WLC match is basically the version of a minis TLC match. That's all it is. Honestly, I don't know who's going to go over here. I would guess they might have El Torito go over again. You know, it kind of makes sense you want to do that, perhaps. But then again, they might have Hornswoggle go over. I don't know. All I can say is, oh, thank God it's not a championship match. For once, thank God. But then we get to the pay-per-view itself. And like I said, we get to the pay-per-view itself. And basically, they're going by match. I guess they go match situation here. But we get to the match itself. Now, the opening match obviously has got to be either the handicap match or the three-way match or the triple threat match. I'm thinking it's ending up going to be. I'm thinking if you're going to push one guy to the moon, or at least get behind the guy, his match should be about the middle of the card. So, I believe the triple threat match is going to open up the card. And that is Jack Swagger, Cesaro, and Rob Van Dam. Now, right now, WWE has really gotten behind Cesaro. You know, they gave him his huge moment at WrestleMania. They paired him with Paul Heyman. Cesaro will go over in this. That is not just a prediction, but I believe that's how WWE is going to book it. So Cesaro will go over in this match. The next match on the card, I believe, is going to be the Intercontinental Championship between Big E and Bad News Barrett. Now, WWE obviously is still behind Big E in a sense where they're keeping the belt on him. And whether you like it or not, they're trying to give him an important role as champion by doing this tournament. But then again, they've gotten behind Bad News Barrett again. Vince is a vocal supporter of him. It's kind of balanced in between, but I would say booking-wise, Big E, you had a good run, but I think Bad News is getting the belt. So expect Bad News Barrett to walk out with the championship, the IC title. I believe the next match after that will indeed be the handicap match between Alexander Rusev and the team of R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Now, this is a nice little rivalry feud that they got him going in to start him off. but I believe he's going to dominate, and we're going to see Rusev probably pull out a double camel clutch or a Clada submission on both of them. He's basically going to hook. This is what he's going to do, and I guarantee it's going to happen. He's going to hook Truth under him, and he's going to have Xavier under Truth, and then he's going to wrench up on both of them. So there you go. What better way, third match or not, to showcase this guy? Then we get the Divas Championship match. Paige's first title defense as champion against Tamina Snuka. I do suspect this to be a decent Divas match because both can go in the ring. And I do suspect Paige to retain her championship. I don't think WWE is going to take it off her just yet. So I suspect Paige to retain, and maybe we might see an appearance by AJ Lee. Maybe. But expect Paige to retain the Divas title at Extreme Rules. That's the prediction and booking I see. Then we get to a big problem for WWE. You have 3 main event caliber matches. You have an Extreme Rules match for the WWE World title. You have a 6-man match, which everybody is looking forward to and been dreaming about. And you got a steel cage. From what I've read about out a little bit on Raw this past week, I can guarantee you this. Cena is not going to be the third to last match on the card. The third to last match on the card, I believe, is going to go, I hate to say this, to Daniel Bryan and Kane. I hate to say that. They'll be the third to last match, and I believe Daniel Bryan will retain and perhaps see some outside shenanigans and interferences, but distractions by both Stephanie and Brie, which I believe might set up to a battleground match between them down the line between Stephanie and Brie. Expect that to happen soon. And then the next match, again, will not be Cena and Bray. I hate to say that. It's going to be the 6-man match between Evolution and The Shield. I believe The Shield, right now this is kind of an in-between deal. You made The Shield look dominant these past 2 days, recently on SmackDown and then on Raw last night. Expect kind of a booking, kind of like up in here, but expect, because you have Batista leaving, according to rumors. So expect Shield to go over and them to go over in a big way, and expect them to get the triple powerbomb on Triple H for the win. Expect that. Maybe even expect a twist. Maybe you'll have Batista and Randy walk out. Who knows? But expect a twist to happen. Expect something to happen. Maybe a twist. Do we get a Dean Ambrose heel turn? Who knows? Do we get a Rollins and Ambrose heel turn? Who knows? But the thing is, expect the Shield some way to go over. And if not, I'd be surprised. But if they're getting behind the Shield again, and behind Roman Reigns most importantly, Shield goes over. And then that brings us to eventually what I believe for the second year in a row, or second year in a row, is going to be your main event. That's right. Second year in a row, the main event will be a steel cage match. John Cena, Bray Wyatt. I am totally fine with what they're doing with Cena and Bray right now. I like what they did. I kind of heard and saw what they did last night. Well, actually didn't see it, but saw some of the pictures and read about it. Very controversial. Hopefully it doesn't get WWE in trouble. But who knows? It's kind of like borderline edgy. More edgy than normal. So expect a very physical match, a very aggressive match. Maybe you'll see some color, maybe not. But unfortunately, if you're a Bray fan, this is not going to be your night, because unless WWE says, okay, Bray, you're going to go over because you lost at Mania, that's not going to happen. Instead, Cena will prevail, but maybe we'll get a beat down afterwards. I don't know. But expect Cena to win, and that's not just a prediction as a fan, but that's a booking I believe WWE is going to do, because if they're going to end the night with this match, which I feel they're going to do, then there's no doubt that Cena goes over with a we like it or not. So that's just my Extreme Rules 2014 preview and prediction of booking, how I see it happening. Maybe we'll get a tag team title match added in as well. I would expect maybe the Usos to face once again Ryback and maybe El Matador, and maybe 3MB. Maybe 3MB or Los Matadores. Maybe even the Ascension, who knows. But that's all I'm going to say, and let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with my predictions, my outlook on what could happen this Sunday? And that's about it, and I'll talk to you all later. God bless. Take care.